And welcome back to our next video here on the What's the Story channel, everybody. Thank you for joining me on my next one here. We are continuing on, just about done with our side quest chains up in the Voidstorm here. Excuse me, guys. Whew. Sorry, just had a little bit of food. And we've only got 2 side quest chains to go before we can move on. We have one more after this one, I believe, and that'll do it. And then we'll be able to get back to Silvermoon because, like I mentioned a few videos ago, it seems like the next chunk of main story campaign has become available for us, and this is something called the War of Light and Shadow, and that's something for us to dig our heels into. Which I'm pretty sure this whole thing became available today, to the best of my knowledge. So let's just go ahead and get to it with our remaining side quest chains up here in the Master's Perch in the northern half of Voidstorm. You can see we just got a couple to go right up here, and that's just another. That's a daily that I'm going to knock out in between videos, I think, probably. All right, and let's see. Let's go ahead and get to it. So we have one of our Void Elf friends that's laying down. Looks like he's recovering from battle, and there's something over him that looks like a half-formed shade. This is something very similar to what we dealt with in our previous quest, where we had some kind of odd ghost spectre that was attached to us. Is this the this half-formed shade? Is this another ghost of sorts that has attached himself to this particular character? We'll find out right now. The character's name is Orin Straylight. Alright, so, and the quest that Orin has for us is, Oh Lonely Star, and it doesn't say anything just yet. This is just background. Let's see, the Void Elf writhes in a fitful sleep, tormented by the nearby shade. Perhaps you should try to wake him. So, learn more about the shade that is tormenting Orin. Alright, so this is alright, so this is this looks like, like a doppelganger, like when we had a shade on us, it was a doppelganger of us. So let's go ahead and learn about the shade. Let's see what this is all about. All right, so let's wake up Orin. What? Oh, even sleep, there's no escape from this thing. All right, so
the universe is full of mystery.
The shade is my doing. The shade is my doing. My mistake. The void here is so pure, so alive. I was foolish. I'd seen shades before, ren'dorei shadows made manifest. I thought I could make my own, but it's wrong. Broken. I can't escape it any more than I can escape my own thoughts. That's why I'm here. I sought the void for a solution, and voice led me north. It promises an artifact that will rid me of this failure. So there's this mysterious voice claims that you will find a special artifact that will rid you of this shade. Very well could be the shade manipulating you into getting this artifact in the first place. And we, first of all, we say, that sounds like a terrible idea. I know, believe me. I can't explain it, but the voice, it sounds like someone I should trust. It's familiar, like waking from a dream. It can be rid of me. If it can rid me of this shade, then I must see where it leads. Well, if you say so. Alright, so, and our quest response now is, okay, so where does this voice lead?
Power is to be wielded.
To the north.
Fear.
A place called the Fangfall. There I'll be rid of this failed shade. Alright, well, let's go. I'm gonna go with you to the Fangfall then and see exactly what's going down. So we want to make sure that you're okay. An ethereal disruption. Wield ethereal tools from Rex for unique abilities to harness ethereal energy. Alright, that's a bonus world events stuff, I'm assuming. Alright, well, let's go ahead and meet our friend Orin and see exactly what is, what this voice is that is calling to him. Alright. Okay, and here we are in the Fangfall. Alright. Leave me alone and disappear! Wait, I'm sorry. Well, you yell at the shade and then you apologize to
your
it?
own path.
Oh, have you ever been lonely, Pathalion? It's all I felt when I lived in Silvermoon with the ren'dorei. I thought I found kinship. Orin glances toward the looming shade. It seems I only brought my loneliness with me. Like everything else, this shade was a mistake. I pity it, erasing it for the best. So we're now going to ask about ren'dorei shades. So this is one of these philosophical questions that we ask ourselves. This is what I'm getting from the quest chain so far. We have someone that is overwhelmed with loneliness, and this shade that follows him around is something that torments him, and it brings him to thoughts of sadness and anger, and he wants to be rid of it, yet he doesn't want to be rid of it, because then he will truly be alone. So the one thing that is keeping him from going insane is hanging on to this manifestation of his own regret and sadness and loneliness and all that stuff. So, this is a psychological this is a psychological discussion that can be had with some of you folks out there for sure, because there are people out there that can relate to this sort of thing. I get it, I do. All right, so ask about the ren'dorei shades. What is a shade? Ask a dozen riftwalkers, you will get 24 answers. Manifestations, dark reflections, illusions. Understanding them is like trying to grasp a shadow. If you'd asked me a few weeks ago, I'd have said that I understood them. I was convinced I could create one. Instead, I conjured some thing that knows only torment and suffering. So, to answer your question, I don't know. I just want it gone. Yes. Yes, you created this batch of suffering, and even though you feel like you need to have it, you still want it gone. True enough, and that is suffering for all of us in real life. This is I'm liking the psychological implications of this so far. This is a smart quest chain that they're doing right now. I like this. All right, so let's see. Turn in only start.
To us.
Thank you for accompanying me. I didn't really have anyone to ask. The other ren'dorei, the void changes many things, but I feel just as out of place in Telegris as I did in Silvermoon.
Unchecked emotion leads to
Alright, and Orin now has 2 quests for us. The first one is Speak in Blood.
I greet you.
And he says, after my failed creation, I sought wisdom from the void, and it told me of this place. There was a voice, strange yet familiar. It promised a tool for shaping void and shadow, something that would free me from my failure, but the void gives nothing freely. We must command it, and violence is this land's mother tongue. Slay the beasts here and bring me their ichor. We'll use it to write our demands. Alright, so we're going to write, so for ritualistic purposes, we're going to get blood from the beasts of the land and write an incantation in their blood. So it's spooky stuff right here. Alright. Right. And quest number 2 from Orin is Honest as Bone.
We embrace a new future.
And this time he says, if ichor is to be the carrier for our message, bone shall be its pigment. This is a place of scavengers, with bones stolen all across this land, old, new, all carrying the echoes of violence that brought their ends. Bring me bone splinters, and I'll powder them for our ink. Alright, so now we're gonna take the bones of the creatures as well, and crush them and put them into the ink to thicken it up. Alright, please hurry. This shade is a wrong thing. I must put it right. Alright, so gather 8 bone splinters from the Fangfall. Alright. We're close.
Endless.
Tool I promised is here. I was promised is here. Alright, so we are going to take care of business right now, starting the character right there. And looks like we got a couple of baddies that we're gonna lift up these okay, so the bones we just pick up, but we get the blood from the creatures. There we go, that get it. Okay. Vicious Ichor. We got 9 out of 50 already. Good. Alright. What is it? This is the other kind of bone. These are the remains that we turn in for rep, I believe. Okay, so there's our first bone splinter right there. That's one right over here. We'll just casually walk around and start picking up the splinters here. Oh, come on. I got you. Alright. Yeah, it's just old decaying bones from larger creatures that have come and gone. Okay, we've got a couple of nasties to get up here. Well, it was one medium and one small, so it only gave us up to 14. All right. Ah, come on, come on. There we go. There we go. Boom. All right. Might as well. Might as well. Alright. There you go. There. And we got a thing over here, but we're gonna take these guys out first. Anybody else sitting nearby? No. We'll get them. We'll get them in a minute.
I need to get
Got it.
far away.
Alright. So we get some supplies. And our last splinter. There we go. Okay, so we will go ahead and grab these guys. And we will. Those are two biggies. I don't want to get overwhelmed with the really big guys, because then it's we run the risk of accidentally dying, and we do not want that for sure. All right, so we got all of these guys over here. Oh, okay, here we go. Come on, let's get them. All right. Alright, up to 35. Slowly but surely getting out there. Right. Okay, what else we got? Do we have a... Oh, we got another guy. Oh, we got another player that can help us out here in the area. Alright.
I'm out of range.
Alright, there we go. There we go. And we got a whole bunch of them right here. Fantastic. Oh, yeah. 6. Okay. Oh, alright. Nice. That'll do it. That'll do it for sure. That got us all. Plenty of blood. Fantastic. Alright. Alright, we have our blood and bone, and we are good to go. Look here, this is what the void promised I'd find. What did we find? We found some kind of a tear in the ground of some kind. Alright, so regarding the blood, the shade won't be silent. It was meant to exist like this.
Everything.
I hope it wasn't too much trouble. This sort of work is always beyond me. I can never grasp the more violent void arts. Yes.
Do not fear.
And regarding the bone, the scavengers must have brought bones from all over Voidstorm.
We embrace a new
give you a moment to powder this. We'll soon have the pigment we require.
The whispers do not.
And the next quest from Orin is take up your gift.
Question everything.
And this time he says, this place, this wound, is what the voice, this wound is what the voice from the void told me I'd find. There's something waiting inside, something to put an end to this broken creation. And he winces and glares at the shade. You can't hear it? It howls. Sometimes in rage, other times it sounds so lonely that it breaks my heart. Ignore it. With the proper rooms written in ink or in bone, I believe we can open this rift wider. Then you can seize what lies within. Alright, so we're going to help Orin open the rift and uncover what is inside. Alright, so use the ichor and the bone mixture to trace the thing. Oh, and it's a trace. It's a tracing quest. Trace the runes. Trace the runes. And here's number 3. There we go. Alright, the ritual circles are drawn. And step through. I'll keep the red. Now we go through the rift. Alright, let's see what's in here. Okay, in we go. Boom. And so enemy. Oh, Okay, it's just this a shadow chisel. All right. We accept the gift, whatever it is. And let's see. Impossibly sharp, yet too delicate to carve anything substantial. All right.
Walk your own path.
The voice spoke true. There was something waiting there.
Baladash Ren'dorei.
Ah, remarkable. This chisel is not made to carve stone or metal, but the void itself. He can free me from this shade.
I greet you.
Alright, and there's a T-Long piece on this one, so I think this is probably going to be, this very well could be it. Alright, so our next, possibly our last quest for this chain is and carve new shapes. And Orin says, this is what that voice from the void promised me. The means to divest myself of this shade. You'll have to wield it. Don't worry, it won't harm me. It will separate me from the shade. Then, it will simply fade away. No more than an unmoored shadow. Go on, I'm ready. Alright, so we're going to use this mysterious blade that we found to separate Orin from his shade.
The void offers endless
Without being connected, it should fade. Alright, so let's go ahead and try to slice the bond. Alright, and we are going to subdue Orin's shade. What? No, it should be gone! Alright, and he is, what is that? Separated from the separated from his own shadow, temporarily incapacitated. Alright, so we did get the shade off of him, but we have to take the shade out now. Okay. Yes, Orin's shade. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh. Easy. Easy as pie. Easy pickings. You're going down, Shade. Bam. But, oh, it's just subdued. And it laughs heartily and bows to us. And then runs back to Orin. Okay. Orin's Shade gives you a playful smile and bows deeply. Alright. Makes you wonder what that's all about. It's kind of strange. Alright. It's okay, Pavilion. I think I was mistaken. And he just kind of sits there, and he's sitting there with his shade now. Okay.
The universe is full of mystery.
I was horrified after I created this shade. When I researched the void for guidance, I thought to destroy it. But the answer didn't come from the void. It came from the shade. That's why the voice seemed so familiar. It was mine. It was in so much pain. It still tried to help me. So, ask about the chisel. Alright, the Dominar here seems masters of shaping the void to their whims. Perhaps the chisel was one of their creations. ren'dorei are no strangers to changing our natures or discovering ourselves through the void. Is it any wonder that other beings might feel the same? For them, a tool like the chisel may be more miraculous than a comb is to us. It clearly wasn't made for our kind. It's entirely inert now, no more than stone. How did my shade know to guide me here? Does void call to void? We still have so much to learn. Yes, still a bit of a mystery surrounding this shade. You know, take that what you will. That's kind of a whole lot of information in that little... I don't know. For some reason, I didn't... that info didn't click with me. For some reason, I didn't fully understand it. I may have to go back and reread that again. All right. So, and carve new shapes.
Walk your own path.
So the shade wasn't trying to torment me. It was in agony. It made at the depths of my loneliness, and it reflected that. Bound to me, unable to exist alone, trying to provide comfort, trying to provide comfort it couldn't while stuck as my shadow. All right. It looked outward to deal with my loneliness, finding the void, becoming ren'dorei, following the others here. I thought I had just found the right place. I wouldn't feel this way. But I was wrong. It was always inside me. I couldn't cast it out. Only embrace it. Yes. So it is the shadow of regret that he has decided that he has to allow it to be part of us. You know. So that's kind of I think that's at the end of the day the philosophical reasoning behind this entire quest chain. Is that we all have sadness and doubt and regret, and at the end of the day, we may want to be rid of it once and for all, but we should be able to accept it because it is part of us. It is part of us. It is part of our past. It is something that we must learn to live with, and we carry it with us always. Just like Orin's shade will be with him always. So there you go, and I do believe that will probably do it.
Do not
And it does.
fear
All right.
shadows.
So a gift given freely is the name of that one right there. Okay, a gift given freely. All right. Thank you, champion. I suppose it's time to get acquainted with myself. Yes, indeed. All right, and we have T-Mog that was part of that. Part of a quest? Nope, nothing there. Okay. All right, well there you go. I mean, well, you got my explanation for what that question was all about. And yeah, this was a smart psychological quest line right here. This is it's interesting to talk about. It really is. I mean, you heard my thoughts about it already, but hey, enough of my thoughts. I want to know what your thoughts are. So, folks, you know the deal. That does it for the quest chain. That does it for the video. Like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hit that notification bell if you want to go on more quest journeys with us and learn about these characters. Bring out your own theories and philosophies about the stories that we come across. Tell them, give your opinions about what you think these characters will be doing soon in the story, if they will return, if they will be important to the story sometime down the road. Will we see them again? Will we not see them again? I gotta know, guys, if you saw anything fun or interesting that you want to talk about, or you saw something that I completely missed altogether and you want to bring it to my attention, drop some comments in the comments section. A lot to talk about in this one. So I'm going to be really disappointed if somebody doesn't say something about this quest chain, because I'm sure there's somebody out there that has an opinion about what some of the deep-seated meaning behind this quest chain was. You know my opinion. Let's hear yours. So thank you very much, guys. That is our second to last side quest chain. One to go. We will go ahead and get this one loaded up, and we will come back very shortly with our final side quest chain in Voidstorm. So hang tight, guys. We'll be back as soon as we can. Ta-ta for now.